Good morning, my dear students of class 6. I welcome you all to this new class of English where we will be continuing with the chapter Banyan Tree from the book Honeysuckle. Now, children, we have seen the introduction of this paragraph where the author Ruskin Bond went to his grandparents' house where there was a huge banyan tree even older than his grandparents. Now let us see the paragraph 3 what the chapter has to tell us about. Now I will read the paragraph for you and you will pay attention. In the spring, when the banyan tree was full with small red figs, birds of all kinds would flock into its branches. The red bottomed bulbul, cheerful and greedy parrots, myna and crows squibbling with one another. During the fig season, the banyan tree was the noisiest garden. Now, did you see, children, that how noisy the fig season becomes because so many types of birds are just coming around and making it noisier. All right, children. So that is why it is being said that it is noisy. That is why. Okay. Now let us see the next paragraph. Because why it is noisier, children? The voices together used to make place very noisy in the garden. You know. Now let us see the next paragraph. Halfway up the tree, I had built a crude platform where I would spend the afternoons when it was not too hot. I could read there, propping myself up against the tree with a cushion from the living room. Treasure Island, Huckleberry Finn, and the story of Dr. Dolittle were some of the books that made up my banyan tree library. So, children, the difficult words are crude, where some it means primitive, olden times, and propping myself up means learning against something. Okay, now let us see what the paragraph is telling us. Children, it is saying that on the tree author had made a platform of primitive style. Primitive style means we have so many new kind of tables, platforms, but primitive olden times. So the author made a table kind, a platform over what? Over the banyan tree. In the afternoon, what he used to do, it was not very hot, he used to spend his time over there. He had put a cushion there which he had picked from the drawing room. So the author is telling you the setup, the complete setup which Ruskin the author had made over where, over the banyan tree. He had made a platform to read, he wanted to make himself comfortable, so he picked up a cushion. Then children, and then he used to read books over there. He had set up a small tree library. Why tree library? Because this library was set up over there, and he kept so many books like Treasure Island, Huckleberry, and the story of Dr. Bottle. So let us see the next paragraph. When I did not feel like reading, I could look down through the leaves at the world below. And on one particular afternoon, I had a grandstand view of that classic of the Indian wilds, a fight between a mongoose and a cobra. Now, children, this paragraph says that when I did not like reading, I could look down through leaves below and on that particular afternoon. So when he was not enjoying, one day he saw a fight between a mongoose and the cobra. Now here comes the second part of the chapter, children. Now, second part of the chapter says the warm breezes of approaching summer had sent everyone, including the gardener, into the house. I was feeling drowsy myself, wondering if I should go to the pond and have a swim with Ramu and the buffaloes, when I saw a huge black cobra gliding out of a clump of cactus. At the same time, a mongoose emerged from the bushes and went straight for the cobra. Gliding is moving very smoothly. When we say we go to water parks, what do we do over the slides? We glide over that very smoothly. Okay. Now let us see the explanation. Because of the hot summer, everybody was inside the house, then nobody was enjoying outside, so the author also felt very sleepy, very lazy, isn't it? Drowsy means lazy and sleepy. Now then rather he was deciding to visit the pond to swim. What do we do in summers? We go to swim, we join so many pools and all, isn't it? So the author was feeling to go to pond for swimming with Ramu and the buffaloes when he noticed. Now what, when he decided to go out, then he noticed what? A cobra and a mongoose in a clearing beneath the banyan tree. In bright sunshine they came face to face. The cobra knew only too well that the grey mongoose, there 3 feet long, was a superb fighter, clever and aggressive. But the cobra too was a skillful and experienced fighter. He could move swiftly and strike with the speed of light, and the sacks behind the long sharp fangs were full of deadly poison. It was to be a battle of champions. Now, here you need to take care of the difficult words, children. This paragraph says both the cobra and mongoose came before each other under the banyan tree. The cobra was very well aware that mongoose is very superb in fighting, but cobra himself was also an experienced fighter and he had that deadly poison inside his body. Thus, it was a battle between two champions, means not any of the two parties who were fighting were weaker. Each cobra and mongoose both were champions because both were very smart. So children, the remaining part I will explain in the next class, isn't it? So, and after that we will be completing the questions answers. So you should just read the chapter and please mark the difficult words. You don't need to do them in the copy, okay children? So next part I will explain in the next class. All right children, so thank you so much and have a nice day.